You know a 5-mark question is coming in the context part of your Edexcel AS paper, whether it's your micro paper or your macro paper. Where it comes, i.e. where it comes in question 6 can vary. It could be the first part of question 6, it might be in the middle somewhere, doesn't matter, it's coming. You need to know what kind of question it will be and how to answer it. So it's always going to be a with reference to question. You have to refer explicitly to something in the case study material, but then it could be an explain question, you have to explain something. It could be an illustrate question where you have to draw a diagram. Let's take the explain question first. Well, it's a KAA question, knowledge, application and analysis here. 1 mark for knowledge, 2 marks for application, 2 marks for analysis. Let's break that down. How do you get your marks? Well, you need to define whatever key term is there to get 1 mark for knowledge, so definition there. To get your 2 marks for application, in answering the question you need to explicitly quote from the case study. So 2 explicit references, 2 of them, will get 2 marks. If you can't quote 2 things, that'll be rare. I don't think that's ever going to happen. But let's say you're really struggling, then you can also answer the question explicitly using the case study. So 2 explicit references is your banker though to get 2 marks. Then your analysis. You need to explain whatever the question is asking in detail, in depth, and you get a tick and a tick, 2 marks for analysis. So that should be very simple. What if it's a with reference to illustrate using a diagram related question? Well, again, it's a KAA question, 1 mark for knowledge, 2 marks for application, 2 marks for analysis. Simple stuff. Your 1 mark for knowledge, again, there might be a definition in the question, in which case you can define it for a mark. If there is no definition in the question at all, your 1 mark will just be for drawing a diagram nicely with an initial equilibrium. Simple as that. That's your knowledge mark. Your application marks, 2 ways of getting 2 marks here. Explicit quotation from the case study, again, which is relevant to you answering the question, will get you 1 mark, so explicitly quote something. Your 2nd mark, though, is to use the case study to explain how you've drawn your diagram. So if you're shifting a curve, a supply curve or a demand curve, an AD curve or an AS curve, then explaining why you shifted it using something from the case study material is going to get you an application mark as well. So there you go, 2 ways to get your 2 marks. Your analysis marks is just for getting everything right on the diagram. So if you need to shift curves, you shifted it the right way, your new equilibriums are correct, that's how you get your marks. So for a fully correct diagram, what do I mean by that? You need to have labelled everything. Your axis, your curves, your equilibria, fully labelled. You've got to make sure nothing is missing on your diagram. You've got to make sure nothing is inaccurate on your diagram. That's important. Only then your diagram is fully correct. So just make sure that it is. Practice with diagrams is the way to do it. I've got a very detailed diagrams in economics playlist, and you'll see my techniques for drawing diagrams well. But that is the structure here, guys, for 5-mark questions, your exam technique, given the variety of questions that can come as a 5-marker. Hopefully now you are confident to smash it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you in the next video.